Yo, what's up, guys? Let's get woke together. Once again, the queen of drama, the queen of awareness, the #1 woke woman in America, Ocasio-Cortez from Puerto Rico, is out there kicking ass and taking names. Here she was chopping onions at a vegan Instagram live page. And as she was doing the chopping, she was also bringing together brains and talking about the dangers of having those disgusting animals called kids.
Like, there's scientific consensus that the lives of children are going to be very difficult, and it does lead, I think, young people to have a legitimate question. You know, is it okay to still have children?
And by the way, you can ask that question up until a few days after the baby is born. I think abortion, we finally become aware that abortion is really justifiable right up until maybe a week in. And she was just saying you shouldn't bring kids into this world because it's a hellhole and it's going to be like the Statue of Liberty will just have the water up to there and the polar bears will be wandering through the Manhattan and stuff like that. But I also want to add that don't have kids because when you have kids, it leads to more environmental destruction. Like right now, the population is 7,686,720,822. If you were to have, say, 2 or 3 kids, right, almost instantly, well, after you've had them, so maybe like 6 years into that, then the population is going to be 7,686,727,824 because it's added to that. Now, I got these stats from an hour ago. What is it now? Oh, it's, holy crap. Okay, so we've gone from 727,000 to 740. Okay, so let me just update that. So today the population is 7,686,740,885. If you were to have, say, 3 or 4 kids, then within no time the world's population is going to be 7,686,700. Oh man. All right, the point is that it's really bad to have kids, and you're adding a lot to the problem in a big way. It's hard to quantify exactly how because the number changes so fast. But I will say that the media has been really cool about this, and they've pointed out, by the way, that not having kids helps fight climate change, especially not having white kids. They had Macron there saying that African people are having too many kids. That's not true. So when Macron says this, he has to understand that Africans and refugees, we need them in this country because they don't use up a lot of resources, but our population is declining. And so we need more bodies, but not greedy bodies. Like when you have white babies, they use up like planes and they have sub-zero fridges and they do a lot more damage to the environment. Anyway, it's complicated, but you don't have to worry about it because you're not having kids. So the mainstream has been great at this, and the one particular place that's really been two sources that I'm really impressed with when it comes to this war on corruption and evil and hate is Now This. They are backing Cortez 1,000,000%. Check out this video they just put out of her defending the Green New Deal.
And you're not. So until you do it, I'm the boss. How about that?
You heard it here.
God, she's awesome. She's so exciting. And that was her saying, look, the Green New Deal may have had some problems, like that thing about there being no more planes and people being stuck in Hawaii, though I'm happy about that because Roseanne Barr is racist, and I'd like the idea of her being stranded out there in Hawaii with no planes to save her. But now this gets in there and they says, hey, at least she's trying. And unless you have something better, she's the boss. She's the head of the DNC. She's the head of the entire leftist movement. And ideally, the president of the United States. Another great news site that is helping us stop these disgusting babies and helping us abort them after they're born is the Dodo. Now, you don't have to have an abortion if you never had a kid, right? And the Dodo is amazing at this. They put out this awesome video that shows you how much better it is to be a dog mom than to be in a relationship. Life with boyfriend versus life with dog. Let's roll this for a second. Look at this. What does the boyfriend do? Gives you pills, walks away. Why is it so low res all of a sudden? Life with dog, what does he do? He loves you and he holds you. Be a dog mom. Don't have kids. Don't get married. It's really pissing me off that that's low res. Another video the Dodo did was, remember that chicken mom? I think my brother talked about it. And they said, look, You don't have to only have dogs for kids. You can also have a chicken. Look at this. Remember this woman? She rescued a chicken. It loves to make the bed in the morning, and she learned so much about the environment. She moved to the country. Ladies, especially white ladies, stop being in relationships. Stop having kids. You're ruining the environment. Now, I've heard right-wing conspiracy theorists say that, oh, now this and the Dodo, they're both against marriage, they're both against kids, they're both against, a normal family. Aren't they both started by the Huffington Post? Didn't Ariana Huffington, didn't her husband dump her after he realized he was gay? Didn't he leave her for a man? And they say, oh, she's just like a bitter old cow who's mad that marriage screwed her over and wants to ruin it for everyone. No, dude, wrong. If anyone knows the trouble with marriage, it's someone whose husband turned out to be gay. All right? You don't need a husband. You don't need a boyfriend. Don't have kids because A, the world's going to be like apocalyptic by the time they're older, and B, there's already too many kids. That's why the world is apocalyptic in the first place. Do the math, geniuses. I am Miles McInnes. I make videos about social justice. To see them all, go to nohate.com.